Hi, I'm Amari, and for my passion project, I chose to teach a group of students on how to gram stain bacteria. The bacteria that we were gram staining was called Micrococcus luteus, Bacillus subtilis, and I swabbed the bathroom, so that's our mystery bacteria. This right here is actually the growing of the bacteria, so here we swabbed and put it in a petri dish. And this picture right here is the bacteria actually starting to grow. So the first step in the gram staining process is to sterilize an inoculation loop. We did that over a candle that had an open flame since our Bunsen burners were down at the moment. And so we passed the inoculation loop through the fire for a minute. This was before step 2. And so our step 2 is to actually add water to the inoculation loop. And here we did that, and we got a little bit of bacteria on our inoculation loop, and we mixed it with the water and put it onto a microscope slide, and you can see that here. And after we put the bacteria and water on the slide, we let it dry, and then we heat fix the slide. Step 3 is to actually add gram crystal violet, and we let that sit for about a minute before we rinsed it off in a beaker of water. The next step in this process was to actually add stabilized gram iodine to the slide, and we let that sit for about a minute also before we rinse that off in a beaker of water. And here this is my friend Ashley actually showing us her gram iodine. After rinsing the iodine from the slide, you should then add a few drops of decolorizer to the slide and let that slip into the sink. As you can see, it starts to change in color. It turns into a very deep violet. And all that the decolorizer is just ethanol alcohol. So yeah. Now it's time to rinse off the decolorizer.
They are rinsing off decolorizer right here. Decolorizer, yes.
The next step in this process is to add gram saffron into the slides. And again, we're going to let this sit for about a minute or two just to make sure that everything's getting soaked up in the solution and make sure that the saffron is touching all the bacteria. And after we add this, we're going to rinse the slide in a beaker of water. After rinsing the slide in a beaker of water, we decided to let the slide completely dry. After it was completely dried, we added a cover to it and we put it under a microscope to determine whether or not the bacteria was gram positive or gram negative.
I didn't fix it.
Oh, I see it. Oh, okay.
You got it?
It's basically
Yeah.
this little tube thing, or this little,
Yeah.
It's knob.
yeah, this, the baby knob.
Kaya's like, get in here, Kaya. Oh my god. I want to see everyone's.
The purple color means that the Bacillus subtilis turned out to be gram positive. The reddish pinkish color in the mystery bacteria means that it turned out to be gram negative. And lastly, the Micrococcus luteus is gram positive. I would just like to give a special shout out to Miss Waeschle for providing me with extra resources, materials, and guidance. Without her, I wouldn't have been able to make this passion project work, and I'm very grateful for her continuous support. Thank you to everyone for watching my video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!